Oh my! Well, what I was saying, y'all. Now, can you hear me? I hope so, because what I was saying was it's been one of those days, and that just proved it. Can get a thumbs up or something saying that. Okay, you got me now. I forgot to turn the mic on. Usually, I forget to turn the speakers off of the laptop. I had it on the headset. I'm telling you, it was one of these days. Stacy, see, the day has not changed. Y'all want to hear a little funny one? I was sitting in the parking lot today, waiting on a spark order and talking to a cricket. Yes, a cricket, a real live cricket that landed on my window. That's how bored I was. And I see this van come pulling in front of me, and it's yellow in color, and it says taxi. And I got to thinking, and I even made a comment on the Facebook group that I belong to that I ought to become a taxi driver because I'm experienced, because I worked out at the state hospital and I drove a van and I carried patients around. It can't be much different, right? Man, I tell you, this was the most horrible day. I got this in the mail. Emily put this on the desk. I guess she means that I can get something at Best Buy. I don't know. Anyway, um, this was really a bad day, and but I talk to squirrels I come across. Don't feel bad. There were, what did I say? Six dove, one blackbird, and then a sparrow come flying in. Yeah, it was one of those days. But I think it was either a 10:20 or a 9:20. Now I can't even remember. That I headed into town to get Spark, start working on Spark orders. I never got any for 4 hours. I called tech support, and I wished I would have recorded this because there is actually was a post. I don't even know what I do with my phone. Oh, there it is. Anyway, there was a Reddit post, and I don't know if y'all read the Spark Reddit post or not, but let me go back. Where'd it go? The title of it was, "Bro, what's going on? I'm getting like no orders or trash orders. I've been online since 7 a.m. and haven't accepted anything." Well, I didn't even get anything to reject. So, yeah, I agreed, Adam. My sentiments exactly. So, I've had it happen for 2 hours. No, I went 4 hours. As a matter of fact, I went 9 hours today and got two Spark orders. Started picking up later in the evening, but that's because nobody else. I, I don't know. My point is, I called tech support. The first lady I talked to says, "Oh, I've heard of them turning the system off because of short staff." Somebody, I think Emily was telling me that she had read. I guess there's a Spark Facebook group somewhere. Said that they shut it off completely because they had no pickers or no loaders. I can't remember which. Anyway, I called Walmart Spark support. First lady I talked to tried to understand. You know, bless their hearts, they're trying to speak English, but an old guy like me that's hard of hearing and from the South, to add to that, it's hard for me to understand them folks. And it's not their fault. It's nothing personal against them. They're trying to do their job. Anyway, she said it'd be 12 to 14 days, but she would fill out a ticket. I said, this is my job. This is what I do to pay my bills. I said, I can't wait 12 to 14 hours or 12 to 14 days. I said, is there anybody I can talk to? So she politely connected me to another agent who, might I add, spoke English perfectly. Probably another person from Georgia or somewhere. That one lady I had a while back, man, she was as nice as could be. Anyway, she said that they are having system updates, which is causing system issues. And this is nationwide, so it may affect every one of you that do Spark. Some of the Spark drivers are getting orders, while others are getting 0 orders. She could not explain that. She said that she would complete my ticket, work order, whatever, and turn it in and see if they could get it expedited. So if you're having those issues, I don't know if it would do you any good, but you might call support and forget the first person you talk to, because ask to talk to the next level, because that first level can't help you with much of anything. Well, Monday I was off, and yesterday was really bad, but I quit about 5 o'clock in the evening, so I didn't really get a full day. But today was the worst day I've ever had as far as not getting any orders. I'm not talking about junk orders that you're not going to take anyway. I'm talking about no orders. But with that being said, like I said a while ago, I saw a Reddit post, and you can do what you want, but somebody had made the comment that with the updates that they're doing, and we all know Spark had a version update to 3.14, and this person said that they was having that issue, not getting any orders at all. They switched back, reverted back to 3.13.1. I can't believe I remembered that. Anyway, they reverted back to that, and I feel like I'm talking. I hope I'm not talking too loud, but I hate watching videos where I turn it up as loud as I can, and I have trouble hearing them. Anyway, I don't think you're gonna have that problem with me because I'm wound up. I went ahead and reverted back to 3.13.1. Whether that's going to do any good or not, I do not know. Ask me tomorrow. Seriously. If y'all want to send me an email, dashinggrandpa@gmail.com, send it tomorrow night. Or if you have me on Facebook, because some of you have me on Facebook, send me a message and I'll let you know if it made a difference. It may not make a difference at all. Just somebody had mentioned that. And when you do stuff like this for a living and it's not panning out, you're going to try different things to make it work. I did wind up getting on Grubhub, and I got 3 decent orders. Well, wait, before I get too far into it, I wish I should have screenshotted this and shared it, but actually I did screenshot it and I shared it on the Facebook group. It was an interesting day, to say the least. Where did it go? I know I did. It was anyway, it was a notification from Spark. Oh, maybe it was an email. I don't know. Yeah, here we go. It says, driver Brandon called in about order ID of undefined whatever. But anyway, what it says: hi Brandon, we apologize that you don't see more offers. A computer automated system sends the offers and prioritizes fairness to all drivers in the zone. Low order volume in your area may also result in less offers. If you believe that neighboring zones have better order volume, you can change your zone from within the Spark app. And this was after the agent had already told me that the system was having updates, which was causing issues. So why can't they just be honest and say, look, it's computers. Computers have issues, especially when you go to update them. I don't know. That just kind of hit me as humorous. I'm like, come on. You know, when we know the truth, don't try to sugarcoat it. It is what it is. The system messed up. You can't help that. You're going to do updates. You're going to have some glitches here and there until they get ironed out. Anyway, that was that. There was something else that I wanted to say, but or share with y'all. But this has been a day, man. Let me tell you. Between talking to crickets, I really was talking to a cricket. And these orders and just not coming in. Oh, here it is. Okay, I got a Grubhub order, and it says, where was it delivered to? And I was like, I'm sorry, who is this? And then a few minutes later, they say, this was the customer for a Grubhub order from Applebee's. The food was delivered to the door I requested, but that was the room I was in last week. I said, that was what was on the order. Sorry. Can you imagine that? Where's my order? And then they come back, oh, you put it at the door I was at last week. What am I supposed to do? Read your mind? You know, it was an honest mistake on their part, and I think they caught it. And probably it made sense to them at first, but after they thought about that, they probably thought that was dumb. So, anyway, we get in here to the chat. Oh, by the way, y'all don't go nowhere. Because right here, or if you're interested in staying and listen to me ramble, I've got some, what do they call, bone conduction headphones. Y'all, some of the videos I've mentioned them. This is a different pair or a different one. I don't even have. Oh, did I open it here? Yeah, I open it here. Anyway, whoa. When you open the box, if you wind up winning this, there's the charger cord and earplugs and the owner's manual right there. Anyway, if y'all are interested in these, stick around because I'm going to have a drawing here in a little bit. Probably at about, I don't know, probably about 8:40. You know, I don't know. Y'all might have to remind me. But anyway, if y'all are interested in those, they're really cool because they don't sit in your ear like earbuds. They sit kind of on that little bone part. I guess that's where the bone conduction comes from. And you can still hear, you know, unless you put the earplugs in, then you probably won't be able to hear. But anyway, they're pretty decent. I have tried a few of them out. So I've got a pair I'm going to give away. So if y'all are interested, stick around. Otherwise, I don't know, stick around. Oh, you must mention the bumper day. Oh, how you doing right there, Lisa? What y'all are saying there, that Stacy, one of the other fellow Spark drivers here in Wichita Falls, had a loaner car from a, well, I won't say their name because they're probably, I don't know, a big car dealership here. And apparently the bumper just fell off the car and just happened to be behind Stacy's car. They wound up having to call the cops, and everybody just got a big joke out of it. And I told them, don't do that again unless I'm there so I can video it. Man, we could have had a viral video too. You would have had to read. I wasn't there, but I was reading the conversation between them. And it was quite humorous. I should have screenshotted it all. I didn't think about it. Oh. Let me go back up here. I've had people with the higher metrics and not getting orders sitting right at Walmart while I was away and got orders on, and I'm on Android. Yeah. We had a little debate on that earlier, and a lot of people, and including a lot of people in the watching YouTube and in the YouTube GigTubing and all that, that acceptance rate doesn't matter. And I really kind of thought it did if there are very, very few orders. However, in today's situation, there was a guy that was on the Facebook group that was several miles from the closest Walmart, and he just turned it on and got a .com order just like that. And I'd been sitting around for 2 hours, zero. And his acceptance rating, I believe he said it was an 11%, and I think mine's like at 23%. So I don't know. I really wanted to say acceptance rate matters if there's not very many orders. But with that gentleman's situation and what he shared with me, I can't say that. And the tech support lady that I talked to, the second one, I mentioned that, and she goes, "Oh no, that wouldn't make a difference." So there you go. It is what it is. And Mr. Bud Soda is in here, and he had gotten deactivated, and it appears you're on, what did you say, you're on your second appeal? Did you file the arbitration or whatever that is? That's the way. That's the only way I've heard that you can actually get a answer on why you was declined on DoorDash and some of the others. Yeah. I he was on the green 65%. You know, I will say one thing. I was getting the Walmart Plus app, or I was in the Walmart Plus program for free through Spark, because if your ratings are high enough and you meet the criteria and all that, then you get it for free. Which I know it's only $13 a month, but yeah, it's $13. And the only reason why I use it is it's 10 cents off a gallon. However, I do know now that if your customer, or not your customer rating, your acceptance rating falls below a certain threshold, my metrics, I'm at 28%, and if it falls there, apparently that disqualifies you from getting your Walmart Plus benefit, because I don't get Walmart Plus benefit now, and I have for the last 4 months. And my acceptance rating was never that good, but it was 34, 36%. But apparently, if you fall too far below, you lose that. Like I said, it's only $12.99, and it's not worth taking crap orders over, and I'm not going to. So I'll just have to come up with the $12.99. Anyway, where was we? I always stay in the green, even if I have to take bad orders for a couple of days. The thing is, well, I don't know, because there is a bunch of orders. I couldn't tell you about it today, but I've seen several orders that are 650 going 9 miles. And, I personally am not going to do it. About $19 was my cutoff, but I did lower my standards a little bit to 17. Today, the 2 orders that I did get, one of them wasn't even 17. but I had to at least make enough to pay for my gas for the day. And that's about all I made, I think. I don't know, Grubhub might have helped that. But nevertheless, you can't work negative, you know. You, you gotta, I don't know. Everybody's got to do what works for them. And that was something else I was going to say. I talked to two different Spark drivers this morning at one of the Walmarts, and one of them had a thought, or it was his opinion, that unless you are on the Spark app by 7 a.m., you're not going to get any orders or any good orders anyway until 3 o'clock that afternoon. So it's like a 7 shift and a 3 shift, which it's never been like that. But with all the new updates going on, who knows? One of the ladies in charge at one of the Walmarts here, or she's not in charge, but she's like second in charge. She's kind of helping out the manager in that department. Anyway, she said they don't even know what's going on most of the time. They said they depend on the drivers to tell them. And then a week or two later, then they get an email about it. So sometimes we know more than they do, and that's not the way it's supposed to be. Not at all. So shame on you, Walmart, for not keeping your people up to date. Um, I don't even know where I was going with that. Anyway, oh, it seems like all these uh, app people, people that drive for different apps, everybody seems to have their own thoughts on how these apps work, what's the best way, and you can't, if you don't do this, and you can't get that. And well, I think all of them probably know a little bit about what they're talking about. I don't think they know all of it. And I think, and a lot of, there's a, like, I think it was Adam a while ago said, there's a lot of variables. So what usually works for them may not work for you because there's some different variables at work on your side. And it seems like they ought to, it should all be the same, but I really don't think it is. And because whether Walmart wants to admit it or not, or the loaders want to admit it or not, they prioritize. And there's no questioning. If you've delivered Spark enough, you know those loaders are prioritizing who gets loaded quicker. If they recognize a name and they like that person, I can almost guarantee you they're going to get loaded quicker than the person that they don't really like. And that's a fact. And that's the way life is. So that even makes it make more sense. So anyway, back to where we was at. But anyway, just if you're listening, listen to what everybody has to say, but it's not the gospel. It's a pattern or it's a path to follow, but you're going to have to deviate a little bit and adapt and change and to make it your own way, because there's variables. So the basics, yes, they're all the same, but there's variables in there. So listen to what everybody has to say and kind of form your own way of doing it. Don't let somebody tell you what to do and what not to do. Anyway, unless they're telling you if you do that, you're going to get deactivated, which wait, let me catch this up because let me go remind me, I got something to say. Let me catch up real quick, but profit is most important. Spark's regressing. They're going to more traditional app model. Yes. Ever since DDI got taken out of the picture, Spark has gone down there. Walmart Spark has gone downhill. And I'm afraid it's going to continue to go downhill because Walmart does not pay attention and really don't care about their drivers. Because we all know, and if you don't know, you've been living under a rock, they're pushing to wind up having their own employees delivering. And It may be a long time before it hits in our area, and you just watch California because you can bet it's going to trickle this way because they're already doing it. That's just my opinion. But what I know, I'm just an old guy. Yeah, definitely got to find your own way. Definitely, yeah. Watertown Walmart was very, yeah. It's not just there. Trust me, it's all of them. Yeah. If they like you, they will get to you quicker. If you make one of them mad, you better just prepare to sit there for a while. I had one dude go to lunch instead of giving me my order. Waited 30 minutes. I was mad. I wouldn't have waited. You get your 250. All you get paid $2.50 for showing up. Just make sure you get checked in. Used to, if you stayed for 30 minutes, you got half pay. That is no longer the case, and I have done it, and I didn't get half pay. I got 250. So they've done away with that. That probably went out with DDI. How you doing, Miss Ellen? They already have it. Oh, and well, you're in Nevada, so yeah, probably. I guess you're talking about the Walmart employees delivering. Yeah, but it was a $30 order. Yeah, I know it bites. Um, I had made. I don't. I don't know. I guess probably most towns on Facebook have a group called Rants and Raves. I know a lot of places here do, and I'm sure it's probably a nationwide thing or a Facebook wide thing. But I had made a post yesterday, and it got quite a bit of comments. And I'm going to add that to the screen right there. And let me scoot up here so I can see it. 'Cause, oh, here we go. That's it. My post, I put FYI for all you scammers out there who order from Walmart and have your items delivered by drivers. They do not work for Walmart. If you give a tip and take it back, they know who you are. And there were several comments. One guy, he said, that almost sounded like a threat. And I said, yeah. And it was not me threatening. I've just heard other drivers. But listen, look at this one, y'all. It says we order from them months ago. It was last time we did it. The delivery driver threw our groceries out the window near the Cinemark. I'll explain that in a minute. Movie theater nowhere near our apartment. That food was going to last us a month. We were furious. Hubby was at work, and he had our only vehicle, so placed it and waited for the delivery. Placed the order and waited for the delivery. The Cinemark, there's a movie theater that like sits right here, and right over here is an apartment complex. And I have heard of drivers um, not taking it to the apartment number itself. And I did make a comment that a lot of apartments are hard to find, but there's no excuse for that. And this is talking about taking a tip back. And there's a prime example of why a person should take a tip back. And I suggested to that person, I said, hopefully you called in on that and reported it. And I can almost dang well bet that person got deactivated. If didn't, they should have. But anyway, and now this other one is another example of why I think a lot of people don't tip. Let me start by saying I ordered, y'all probably already read it. But anyway, frankly, ordered frequently through Walmart and always tip through the app. I had no idea that these people were not on the payroll for Walmart. And there you have it. See, a lot of people think that we work for Walmart, and they think we're making an hourly pay. And I had a feeling they did, but there's proof. And if y'all have a rants and raves in your area and you feel so inclined, you might share a little bit of your knowledge on there in a stern but friendly manner. I know you can't see. I on one of the comments, I used the term or the word suck or bite. It wasn't a curse word or anything like that, but it kept automatically getting taken off. It wouldn't post it. So kind of watch what your words are. I thought it might have been the dollar sign that I used, but it was a word, and it was. I might have said crap. I don't know, but I say crap a lot anyway, because that's what we get in a lot of these orders, a bunch of crap. But anyway, let me go back up here and read. Oh, the UPS jobs. Yep. We scoot back up here. They already have it. I would not have waited. Yeah, I wouldn't either. Yeah, but it was $30 order. Yeah. Well, you know what? I say I wouldn't have waited. If you're not getting any orders at all, you can either wait in that parking spot or you can wait out in the parking lot for another order. Up until recently, that's never been an issue here with Walmart Spark and other apps. But I don't know, man. It's getting rough out there, and I'm going to be probably as much as I don't want to. I'm going to start delivering food again. Grubhub was actually paying decent today. I got a couple of good orders, and that's the first time I've had any orders from Grubhub in 3 months. Because I'll turn it on every once in a while, but I don't ever get an order. But I did today, and it was a good thing because it helped cover my gas expenses for the day. Pork Chop says, "Hi, Grandpa. Joining late, but have been listening for a while. People are saying they were approved as UPS postal personal driver. Here is a link posted in the info." Oh, okay, yeah. Emily had there. I guess there's, like I said, I guess there's a Spark group that's like nationwide on Facebook, just like on Reddit. And I think that's she had tried to send me the link, but I couldn't go to it because I didn't belong to that group. Anyway, I believe that's what it was. And if you look at that, now I don't know, maybe I misread it or something, but it said something about you needed a covered bed or a van. Now I don't know if it, those lift covers that go over the bed of a pickup. So I don't know if there is if you have to have a pickup or a van. I don't know if you can do it in just a regular car, but I didn't read more into it really. I probably will. Uh, FedEx is supposed to be hiring too. If y'all want to deliver packages, one of the guys told me they started off at 19 an hour here, which I know generally we as gig drivers make more than that per hour, but we also have cost we got to take out of that. So I don't know. I really don't want to have to go back into a schedule and a have to thing. But I'm going to do whatever I got to do. I'm not old enough for Social Security yet. I can take it early in 5 years. So, but that's 5 years that I still got to wait. I've waited 30, canceled the order, got the fee, and then picked up the same order up again for $6 extra, but don't always happen. No, and if you do, and this is another thing I read on Reddit. If you do that and you do that too much, Spark notices that and it will get you deactivated. Because apparently that is a little scheme that some drivers have figured out, and I've done it, but I didn't know anything about it. This was right after I started. I got tired of waiting, started drive off, and I was fixing to head over to Taco Casa or somewhere, and that same order went off, and it was $2 or $3 more. Heck, I'll go back and sit for a few more minutes. That's when they paid half pay for sitting for 30. I think it was actually 15 or 20 minutes. Then they changed it to 30 minutes, and now it's done away with. But yeah, be careful with that one. I wouldn't do it very often, according to what I read on Reddit, which who knows. Of course, it's like Facebook. If it's on Facebook, you know it's the truth. It's the gospel. Yeah. Anyway, that's why I said it's very W two. Like it's very corporate, like Walmart home office. They treat you like Walmart associate. You know, I worked at Walmart part time back when I worked at Blue Cross and Blue Shield, and I liked it. Of course, the older Walmart employees, the one not older as an age, but the ones that had been there longer, hated it. They said it's nothing like what it used to be. So it must have really used to have been a great place to work. But for a newbie coming in, it was all right. And of course, I don't know how it is now. It may have changed even more. And I can go back to work at Walmart. I have a good friend that I'm pretty sure if I talk to him, I could get me a job at Walmart. May not be doing what I want to do, but so that's one of the things. Keep your options open because like Bud Soda is getting deactivated, and several people on Reddit's been deactivated. And if you've got one app that's your big money maker, and the other ones just kind of help you out, and keep your options open. If you're working a full time W 2 and you're thinking about dropping this and doing or dropping your W 2 and just doing this, you better think long and hard about it. And if you do it, don't burn no bridges. Turn in your notice and do it all right. That way you can go back because you never know what tomorrow's going to bring. Oh, yes, that's good stuff. Which customers don't tip, just skip their orders. Next time, take someone else's instead. Adam got to play the Walmart game. Yeah. Oh yeah. There's a lot of situations that can cause somebody to get deactivated, but that's what's bad, especially like on DoorDash and stuff. All it takes is a customer to try to steal the food, and the driver gets in trouble. But I have read or saw it on something where they're starting to have to sign. Oh, it was not pull my gig. He changed his name anyway. One of the guys that's usually here lives down in the Houston area, but he had where the customer has to sign for it, which I think is a great deal. 16 watching Grandpa. Everybody click the like button. Oh yeah, is there people in here? I mean, that many? I didn't know there was that many people in here. Oh, another app. Don't say. I turned on, of course, and here's a little plug for Gary Middleton and his apps. If y'all don't know, most of y'all know who he is. I use Maximo, and if you want to check it out, just go to, I think it's Gary'sApps.com, or you can probably Google it. But you can set filters for, there's probably other things. I use it for Uber Eats and for Grubhub, and you can set the filter where it'll automatic. It's not like Para. It doesn't go in the back door into their system. This just reads what you would see. So there's no manipulating the system. It's like a macro. If y'all know what macros are, you can hit like a Alt A and it'll type something in. Basically, that's the way it works. Is like a macro, but it'll read the order, and if it doesn't meet the certain like $8 an order and less than 6 miles, it'll automatically decline it. Anyway, so if that sounds like something you're interested in, go check out his apps. He's got one for DoorDash, but I don't use DoorDash enough to use it. But with that being said, I did that, what do you call it, reset your acceptance rating, and that will go into effect according to the email on the 20th. And I actually have a schedule set for Saturday, and I'm going to do it. And I'm going to try to see if it makes a difference because everybody's talking about it, and it's got my curiosity up. And if I can make the money without driving 1,000 miles a day, then great. But anyway, I had Grubhub on, Uber Eats on, and Bot Squad, which is now ASAP this month. It may be something different next month, but nevertheless, I had that app on as well. And a few Uber Eats wound up coming through, but you wouldn't have took them anyway. And the Grubhubs I did take. Okay, where are we at? I had a $19 order on Grubhub going 3 miles. Mine wasn't that good, but it was 1240, 1260, something like that. It was going like a mile and a half. So I gladly took it. I've heard UPS is hard to work for, especially in the warehouse. Not sure I've seen cars at UPS Hub. Okay, well that's like I said, I didn't look into it too far. I just saw that part where it said had to have a covered bed. But yeah, I mean, I man, if I could go pick up orders and get them delivered, it'd be basically the same thing as a .com order on a Spark. So I got no issues. I'm fixing to do that giveaway about soda. So uh, I did UPS last Christmas season. Was hard work. Huh. Okay. Take me over 1,000 a week in UPS. I did too, but I kicked my butt. It was DoorDash is the best by far in my area. DoorDash ain't worth nothing, and for me, and there's a lot of people here that make good money on DoorDash, and I am going to. I was told that cash on delivery. I was told the specific area that I live in, it's pretty profitable. So when I do try this DoorDash, I may do that. I didn't want to do cash, but if I can, I'll do what I need to make the money. Oh, there you are, giggity. I couldn't remember. I was like, pull my gig. I was talking about you a while ago, by the way. Well, I don't know. It wasn't bad, I promise. Oh, I was talking about the sign. I was talking about the having to sign for the orders. Oh, covered bed if you drive a truck. Okay, so if you have a car, you don't. Okay, well, I mean, I wasn't like I said, I didn't read all into it. Definitely have seen some less orders from Walmart. Granted, there is still some good ones. I got to quit moving my leg because it's moving the whole desk and making the camera move, I believe. Anyway, hey, does anybody want these headphones? Do we even need to have a drawing? Bone conduct. Oh, they're Bluetooth, by the way. Always alert, lightweight. Uh, they're pretty cool. I like them. Yes, a car is good for an SUV. It is even better. Oh, well, yeah. Okay. Let's see. Where is? I had this StreamYard giveaway tool, which, well, let me just open it in a new window. Y'all hang on just a second. Actually, UDM did a quick video on sign on. Put in, I don't know, let's make it easy. Just type hashtag bone. Let's see. Well, I don't want to put it because I don't want it. Well, I was thinking bone because it's a bone X1. But yeah, that okay. Yeah, there you go. Just do the hashtag bone. Let me bring up this little giveaway tool. Let me open a new window. That way, I can share that screen. Let's see. Open new window. Here we go. Where's it going to open? Oh, it opened over here. Oh, I love having to. I wish I had bigger monitors. The problem is I can't see nothing now. But let's go to the giveaway tool. And let's see if I can remember this. Oh, there we are. And we're going to put hashtag, what did I say, bone. Start collecting. Oh, wait. Let me stop sharing screen. And we're going to share this screen. Your entire screen. We want to share this one. Let me move this screen. Let me move that over there. There we are. Wow. No. Oh, this is like seeing in stereo. Where did it go? Is it still there? Yeah, there it is. It's got a delay. Man, I don't know what it's doing. It's got a delay. Everybody ought to be able to see that. Let me make sure that it is showing up. Holy Toledo. What in the world have I got going? Wow, there's a bunch of them. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Maybe me. Yeah, I don't know what I've got going. Let me stop sharing that because that kind of messed up. Share screen. There we go. All right. I think we got it. Let's make sure. Yeah, there's hashtag bone. All right, everybody get that in there, and you'll have to send me your mailing address so I'll know where to send it. You know, I did the camera giveaway a few months ago. It took forever to get the guy's address, but finally got it to him. But anyway, I'll send it to the post office and get it mailed to you. So if y'all are ready, let me hit start collecting comments. Oh wait, I gotta hit the right screen, don't I? Da-da-da. Any day now. Okay, start collecting comments. Well, there's got to be more than 6. More than 6 of y'all hit that, didn't you? It's not going to do any good to put it a bunch of times, I don't think. I don't know, it might. Well, let's see what happens. It's not showing it on that screen. If we got a delay, I want to make sure that y'all know that I'm doing this legit. Oh, just 6? Okay. Well, let me hit, I don't know. Hopefully it'll show up. I'm not seeing it on this screen, but it's showing up on this screen, and it's starting to start. Oh, giggity! How come it's not showing on? Oh man, I don't know why it's not showing up. I don't even know which screen I got going now. It's show. Are y'all seeing where it's at? Did it show up right? Because on my screen over here, it still says giveaway tool, and it doesn't show winner. But anyway, um, I believe you have my email address, Giggity. So, yeah, you do because you sent me some pictures of your fish. So just let me know your mailing address, and I'll get these sent to you. If you get it to me tonight, I'll get them sent tomorrow. And I, it is what it is. And I'm going to try to start having the drawings. I like having these drawings. You know, John Milliken, I believe I said that right. He does random giveaways, and I know Pedro's did random giveaways, and other people's done giveaways. It's kind of fun. I enjoy it. Let's see. Hopefully, let me get. I don't even know which screen I'm on anymore because I have one, two, three, four different windows open, and I don't want to close the wrong one because actually this is. Stop sharing. Let's see what happens. This may have just froze up over here. So yeah, I guess it did because I don't even know. Let me refresh this one because this is just the YouTube over here. Yeah, there I am. I don't know. Did it show up all correctly? We see it. Okay, good deal. Congratulations. Now we say hi, everybody. Ugly mug off there. I ought to do it. Well, I don't know how many people are into fishing though, because I have a travel size rod and reel, and I have my favorite rod and reels, and then I have these that I did the reviews on and stuff like that. I don't know, but anyway, what I was saying is I would like to start getting back into the like maybe a monthly giveaway. So it there ain't no telling what it'll be. It won't be $1 million. I can tell you that one. If I ever win $1 million, you'll never see me again. Y'all ever watch Ron White, the comedian? He said something about if he ever won something like that, you'd never see his face anymore. Anyway, so if y'all are having issues with Spark, um, it could be, and what they wrote on that Reddit, it makes sense because with the lady saying it was a system update that is causing some drivers to get zero orders and other drivers to go normal. So the version going back to the older version might be a thing that might work. How about this camping weather? Oh, I know. I told Emily, well, you might know where it's at, but Possum Kingdom Lake over there by Graham, which is up there for you and down south east for us, kind of east more than south. Anyway, I'm wanting to go down there because, man, I think it was, I don't know what it got down to last night, but at one point when I walked out of the car, it was 55 degrees, and that is good sleeping weather as long as you got a blanket. I loved it when I had my Yukon because I could put the air mattress in the back of it. But I have tents, so going to be. I want to do some camping. We're probably going to do it at the state park because I got to break her in easily, because she wants a shower. And the majority of the lakes in our area, you probably don't want to use that water to take a shower with or a bath with. Now, granted, Possum Kingdom Lake, that water's good and clear. I'd wash my hair in there. But the lakes that we have right here around Wichita Falls, you might as well go jump in a mud puddle because that's about what they are. So, anyway, shoot, don't forget to send me an email And you may already sent it. I don't know. But anyway, I will get it to you. And let me ask Lisa, because I know you do Spark. Am I froze up? I don't. Something is just not looking right. But anyway, if you're still here, have you heard any other Spark drivers, or are you experiencing basically like outages there? But like I said, the lady told me it was nationwide. That some drivers are getting zero orders and some are continuing to get orders as normal. Have you heard anything like that up there? I I don't know. I found the the old version, the 3.1, 3.1, and I uninstalled the 3.14 and put the 3.13.1 back on, and I'm going to find out tomorrow if it makes a difference. Hopefully it does, because I got to make some money or I'm going to be out on the street. I haven't been doing a lot of Spark lately, but I haven't heard anything. Oh, it goes down just like DoorDash is glitchy halfway. Yeah, I actually went on the Play Store and left a comment, but my comment was referring more to the tip baiters. A lot of people talk about. I know Pedro and a bunch of others are big on the no tip, no trip, and I am too, to an extent. But the thing of it is, at least those no tippers are honest. I'm not saying that they're not clowns or whatever. You know, they should be tipping. I agree. But have you seen the delivery charges? That DoorDash charges? It's ridiculous. Somebody put on Reddit last night $10 to order one large French, or not one French fry, but one order of large French fries. Costs $10. That's ridiculous. So I kind of understand why some people might not want to tip. But what I'm getting at is at least the no tippers, you're honest. They don't put a tip on there. They're not going to tip. And if they do tip, they'll give you a cash tip. Some of the folks on Spark put $20 tips on there and take it away. And it sure makes me want to go put a note on their front door. I didn't say that though, but it makes, and I'm not threatening them or anything, but I think people really need to realize, and like I said at the beginning of the stream, if y'all have those Facebook groups like Rants and Raves or something like that, you might make a post on there if you're the posting type and mention that Spark delivery drivers know who takes those tips away and who doesn't. The only way to keep track with it is if you keep track with it. But that $20 one, I did keep track with that because I had a sneaky suspicion that they were going to remove that, and I was right. And it made me mad, really mad, because it was a shopping order, a third floor apartment, water, 24 packs of Cokes. So there's no excuse for that. That's just crap. Anyway, if y'all have those, put the word out there. Make people stop and think, wow, I didn't know they would know. Because a lot of people wouldn't do it if they knew that we knew. Might get them a little worried. And I'm afraid, for being all serious, one of these days somebody's going to crack and is liable to really do something and retaliate against that. I'm not going to, but there's a lot of people out there that's not extremely stable, shall we say. So, yeah, they might want to watch that and bring it to their attention that we are not Walmart employees. Like I showed y'all earlier, some people think we're Walmart employees. and we're not. Oh, okay. Yes, at some point, Bud Soda, we definitely can. I might do a. I don't know. We'll talk about it. We're in enough live chats together that I'll catch you, and maybe we can kind of have a get together. I was gonna go back up. Tip baiters or absolutely they're. I think they're the scummiest scammers there are. And as a matter of fact, that I really more I thought about it because I call them scammers. They're really worse than scammers, because scammers, if they call you on the phone, you have the opportunity to really listen to them and decide to either follow through with the junk they're trying to give you or hang up on them. But these people that take tips back, they're worse than that because they're saying, I'm going to give you this. Okay. And then they take it back. That back in my day, we called it Indian givers. I don't know if that would be politically correct anymore. It's not meant as any kind of uh, bad word or anything to whatever. I'm old school, and that's what it was called. And I don't know where that came from. Because all the Indians I ever knew, I liked them. Matter of fact, I got Indians in my family, or generations back, but nevertheless. Um. Anyway, I delivered one package of Oreos from a Walgreens, and they paid me $14 for it. But when you gotta have a Oreos, you gotta. Well, were they double stuffed Oreos? I remember when I was a kid, I'd take the cookies apart and I would scrape that stuffing out of it and just eat that like chips and salsa. But I didn't eat the cookie. I'm not big on chocolate, but I love that stuffing in there. Uh, Most of the tip baiters I get are in Uber Eats and grocery orders. You know, in all honesty, it's kind of like Emily told me that she really hates to look at it because she don't want to know. And back before they had done that, what was it, about 3 updates ago? We couldn't see that. It started up north, and y'all could those up north, y'all could see it before we could, and it trickled. The app got to where we could see who was doing the tip baiting. I was so surprised because I didn't think people did it that much. Last week, I think it was $80 to $100. It was a lot of money that I got screwed out of. That was the word that you can't put on Facebook, screwed. Because I said something about somebody screwing you over, and it kept pinging me where I couldn't put that. But anyway, that's a lot of money in 1 week. That's close to $400 a month. That's a car payment, and it's just not right. So I really wished all the drivers, there's a lot of things that when you're united you can get done. But there's one thing I would like to see if everybody could get it done is to convince Walmart to eliminate the ability for a customer to remove a tip without without having to call support and have them manually remove that tip. Now, there's some circumstances where the tip does need to be removed, like the comment that I read y'all earlier, or y'all may have saw it about the driver throwing the food out the window at a movie theater near the apartments, but not even in the apartment complex. That person ought to be deactivated and never be allowed to deliver anything. But nevertheless, there are certain circumstances where tips need to be taken away. However, it needs to be fixed where just being able to simply go into the app and remove it needs to be eliminated. Make them at least make the effort to call support and have it removed. It would still probably happen, there's no doubt, but I guarantee you it would be a lot less. Just my thoughts. And if anybody knows how to go about getting all that pushed through and brought to Walmart's attention, I'll sign my name. If we can get a petition or whatever. Yeah, you're right. The apps allow it, and that was but that's what I'm saying. If they would eliminate that, where that option was no longer there, where they had to call, I think all the apps they should have to call in to have it manually removed and a reason given. It might cost somebody to be deactivated, but if they really did screw up that bad, then they probably need to be deactivated anyway. Maybe not permanently, but put on a suspension. And that would be, I think that's what they ought to do, unless you like threw the groceries out the car, like I was talking about earlier. If you put it at the wrong door and somebody calls and complains and they think, well, that driver didn't even put it at the right door, they don't deserve no tip. No, they probably don't, but they don't deserve to be deactivated unless it continually happens, and then maybe suspend them for 6 months or 6 weeks or whatever. But they don't ask me what I think. So, nevertheless, there's always something that can be improved, which is even worse because Walmart is a billion-dollar company cutting a driver short. Yeah. And they do know it. You can't tell me they don't know it because it goes through their system. They just don't pay attention to it. And these apps understand tip baiting is a customer perk. It's not hurting the app, so they don't care. Yeah, it's just like Spark has gotten just like DoorDash. I mean, they keep hiring and hiring and hiring. A lot of people said they was on a waiting list. I have seen so many new. I don't know faces because but you recognize cars, and there's so many different cars now out there at our WalMarts, and so they're all new drivers. And I don't know. Anyway, y'all, I've got a video to wrap up on the comparing the GoPro 8 with the GoPro 11. You'll be interested in watching that if I get it finished. Been working on it a couple of days, but it'll be out Friday. Just talking about the battery and the overheating, which if you'll watch that video, the GoPro 11 overheats badly, but I know why. I figured out what the situation was. Unfortunately, I didn't get that part of it videoed, but I am going to put that in the video for those who want to know. And the last GoPro video I did didn't go over too well, but really, in all honesty, if y'all want to cover your butts on doing stuff and you don't have a body cam or something, get you an action camera and like one of these little magnet mounts. You can, let's see if I can show y'all real quick. You can put that right there. This goes on the inside right there, and just like that. And you can walk all over Walmart, the grocery store, doing your Instacart shopping, whatever, or videoing you dropping the order off. Mushy Moo and Megan Reisman. And there's a lot of people that use these. And you don't have to have a GoPro 11. You don't even have to have a GoPro because there's some good action cameras out there, y'all. But if you're going to get something to cover your butt with, I suggest a camera. And if you're interested in a GoPro 11, then I'll give you some little hints. Nothing's technical because there's 1,000 videos out on what settings are the best and this and that. But it's just very basic because I'm a very basic person. Anyway, that's enough about that. But I do think that stuff like this has to do with the gig economy because it's covering yourself. It's like having to take the picture of the drop off. CYA. So anyway, it is related to delivery work. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway, because I just want to help people and let them help themselves. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to get out of here. So, and Bud Soda, we'll talk about this roundtable. Maybe we can get something together. I don't know. Maybe we can talk Pedro or Steve from Rod Cherry Rodeo, or get something going. We'll come up with a good topic to cover. As long as y'all don't get too technical. I really like Steve, but man, if y'all want to know some ins and outs of Prop 22 and the AB5 and all these different governmental regulations and all that, Steve's a good source to start at, because he has people on his channel that they really get technical. And I'm not a technical person. I just want to make my money and keep smiling. Y'all keep smiling too. And I will see y'all in the next video or the next live, wherever or wherever. Anyway, y'all get out there and make a difference, help each other out, and be nice to one another. Be nice to one another. So, y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.